What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Grav here, and today I'm gonna talk to you guys a little bit about how I had to change my playstyle when switching from Call of Duty Black Ops to Crysis 3, which I was really used to my playstyle in Black Ops 2, but it just doesn't really work in Crysis. There's so many things that are different in Crysis than Black Ops 2 that kind of make Crysis a better game, but you know, Black Ops 2 is still up there, and I still love the game, and I'll still continue to play it. But it's just that I'm kind of tired of the game right now, so by me saying this, I'm kind of telling you guys that I'm going to be releasing more Crysis 3 content for a while instead of Black Ops 2 content, because I don't really find any fun playing Black Ops 2 anymore. I'm kind of bored of it right now, so, you know, Crysis 3 is kind of my little escape from playing it and, you know, back to having fun. So let's get straight back into the topic, and basically what I want to start off by saying is that Crysis 3 completely different than Call of Duty. There's so many different things about it: the kill streaks, the armor, the gameplay, the guns, the abilities, all that stuff. The little features that it has are basically what make it a really great game. Different than COD, probably even better than COD, and that's the way I think of it right now. That this game is just destroys COD. I think this game grabs COD and like butt rapes it. But back to the topic. So the aspects to this game that make it the best in my opinion are the armor ability, the stealth mode, and the sliding, and also the power jump, which is basically what kind of lets you jump higher. It's like when you hold A, it gives you a boost to your normal jump and lets you jump farther and higher. So that's basically why I call it the power jump. I don't really know what it's called. And sliding, you could already tell what it is. Stealth mode is just when, you know, you press your right bumper. I believe it is on Xbox. I don't know what it is on anything else, but it's right bumper on Xbox, and it lets you go basically invisible, and it's really hard for enemies to spot you. Like in this new game mode, Hunted or Hunter or whatever it's called, the hunters are invisible and it's really hard to see them. You can barely see them, and you just gotta have to be staring in their direction for a while, but in doing so you're gonna be dead by the time you fought them. So with that in mind, there's also the armor ability, which I don't really know what it's called. I think it's called fossil armor. It basically allows you to absorb more bullets and, you know, helps you survive longer, which is an amazing aspect to this game. I have to say, I don't know what this game would be without all these aspects. Really, it's just amazing. And all these different things add for more game maneuverability. It adds for the game to be smoother. You know, it makes the game what it is. Without these things, this game would just be the regular average old shooter that, you know, nobody really cares about, and they'll just rather buy COD instead of this. But this game is not that. This game, you would want to grab COD and fucking throw it out the trash and buy this game. That's what I would want to do, because COD is pissing me off lately, and yeah. So in my experience playing both of the games, in Call of Duty, my game's playstyle was rushing and, you know, playing OBJ sometimes. Not really much OBJ, but rushing, you know, spray and pray, running gun, all that stuff. That's kind of what I like to do, and it worked for me for a while in COD. But the second I hopped on this game, it did not work at all for me. It was just, my strategies went down to shit. The second I got on it and I just saw me going negative, I went negative for about, I believe, 10 matches straight, until I realized that, you know, part of it was because of my internet connection, which I spent an hour fixing, but I realized that, you know, my playstyle, I wasn't playing it right. And then I saw a video of Hutch on how, you know, to get started on this game and what you need to know, basically, and the stuff that you're all going to use always in this game, which make this game sexy. And I know I keep repeating myself about that, but it's true. It makes this game amazing. So in Crysis 3, I kind of like to be the Sam Fisher, Chuck Norris kind of guy. You know, the ass kicker, the badass, the stealthy badass, all that shit. And that's basically exactly how I feel when I play Crysis. I feel like the shit. I feel like Chuck Norris in the Expendables 2 when he blew up that tank and he killed like 100 of those people. That's what I felt like. And Sam Fisher, I feel like the ultimate stealth master in this game. So there you go. That's why I feel like those guys. But what I mean by that is that, you know, in this game, it's kind of like a difference between the two. There are moments where you're gonna have to be more stealthy, which for me it's mainly stealth, as you can probably see in this gameplay. I'm usually almost always using stealth mode, and then there's those times when you're gonna need the armor lock ability to, you know, make sure you don't die when you're going to go for those kills. Which I believe I show you some stuff where I use it in this gameplay a lot, and it just helps you, you know, absorb more bullets, and it actually works. But it's just that I believe that in this game, Hutch talked about this, that basically when you have barely any energy, which is at the bottom right hand corner, there are two bars that one says armor, one says stealth. When the stealth one runs out and you switch to the armor one, I feel that it makes you die faster. I don't know why. Probably because, you know, it's less energy, I guess. I mean, I believe that it affects the armor because, you know, if you think of it in a realistic way, without any energy on the stealth mode, what makes you think you're gonna have enough energy to keep you alive on the armor mode? You won't have enough. So that's kind of what I feel is make changes these games. So for this game, if you're new to it and you haven't played it and you're used to the COD playstyle, I suggest that you try going it a little bit slower, like getting a little bit slower playstyle. I'd say like think of it as SOCOM or Ghost Recon, where you have to actually time everything. You know, there's moments for everything. You have to keep everything at the right time, and that's how I feel you kind of have to play this game. You have to take action on the opportunity, which is what I kind of like doing, and it's something that I really enjoy in games. That's kind of why I love Splinter Cell. It's just something that you have to time, you have to be stealthy, you have to think about where you're going, you have to think about what your enemies are going to be doing, you got to think about where they're going, you got to think about where they're going to be. And this game makes it harder because of the stealth mode. You can barely see anybody. It's really, I think they're gonna tone it down a little bit though, actually, in the when the actual game comes out. But stealth mode is kind of amazing. It's just gonna be the downfall of you eventually. When you're on those kill streaks, it's just gonna fuck you over and just butt rape you. So yeah, take the campy kind of style, like the slow gameplay guy. Don't try to go rushing in balls deep unless you have a shotgun and you actually know how to play. But until then, just get to know the game, you know, get to know everything, get to know how you kind of want to play. I mean, this is kind of how I want to play, just my advice. You don't have to take my advice, you can do whatever you want. But, you know, this is what I'm going to be doing in this game. And that's kind of basically it, guys. That's all I had to say. Please leave this video a like, comment, and all that stuff. Favorite it, share it, link it around. If you really enjoyed it, then subscribe and watch more of my content. You know, check out more videos on my channel. I have a lot more like this. And that's it, guys. I'm out. Peace.